Hello guys, welcome to the Commander Lounge. Today we will be going into the second episode of Budget Like a Boss. If you guys haven't seen the first episode, this series is made to help other people out there not spend as much money on Magic cards, because it is a very expensive hobby, especially if you're trying to play Modern or something like that, or Legacy, or you're trying to build a commander decks. They're not cheap. I mean, you could build a budget commander deck, but then you'll be seeing other people playing, like dual lands and stuff in their commander deck, and you're just like, okay, I built my deck, now I kind of want to pimp it out, or maybe you want to, maybe you want to foil it. These are steps to help you get to there. Now, if you haven't seen the first video, again, you should probably go and see it, because through that I go through the different steps of what I do to kind of attain these cards that I need for my decks. And let's get into it. The first step that I told you guys was find a good local game store, so I'll be going through that in this episode. The biggest thing when I say find a local game store is you wanna find a store that will help you with selling your cards for store credit. That's the biggest thing, because you want to be basically getting these cards that you need for your decks with store credit. So you got to make sure, because like with the store, with my store that I go to, my local game store I go to, they usually buy cards from me at 70% of what they would sell for Star City Games, because Star City Games is such a, it's a more expensive place to buy cards. It's really good that I'm getting the most value out of it. So make sure when you go to your local game store, make sure you find out how much of a percentage they're going to be doing on buying your cards for store credit, and also make sure of how they're pricing the cards, whether they're looking at Star Cities or TCG Player, because usually you'd like somebody to look at Star City Games, because then you're going to be getting the highest value for your cards. Should you go below 70%? I really don't know, because I just walked into this just. I got lucky and started on a good local game store. But I'd probably go don't go to 50% or lower, because I think that's just a ripoff then. I guess anything 60% and higher is good. I mean, if you guys find anything higher than 70%, tell me, because that's amazing if your store does that. But yeah, but not only that, not only store credit, like that's the biggest part of this, but make sure the employees are nice and they help you. Like basically any employee in any store, even at McDonald's, they should be nice and try to get you what you want. But with a local game store, it's really important, because you don't want them trying to knock you down and keep you from doing these steps, and be like, look at your binder and be like, man, you'll never get enough trade value for this, or nah, man, just buy the card. You should just buy the card. You'll never get there. You want people that would be like, okay, well, just, you're getting close. Come back later when you get a couple more cards, and, we'll work it out, But, for example, like my local game store, they've helped me so much with building my decks. Like my Prosh deck, I'm currently trying to pimp it out, and they have really worked with me to get me, like, especially get me the dual lands I needed. They worked with me a ton doing that. They took their time with me. They were nice with me. They didn't seem annoyed. Like, I remember the one time it was even during an F&M, and, you had people telling their scores for the game and everything, and he still would be like, even though he had to attend to them first, like, he still was just like, he was real nice about it. He was just like, I got to take care of this real quick. I'll come back and help you out, look through these cards some more, look through a collection and find what you need. And that's what you really need. You need someone that's patient and that's going to work with you, because when you're going through when they're going through binders and stuff, trying to figure out cards they want, and they also have to look online to find out, if they don't know the prices off the top of their head, they do have to look that up, and that could take some time if you're unloading a lot of cards. So yeah, just make sure you find a good local game store. Like my local game store I go to in Maryland, it's Critical Hit Games. Awesome store. They've helped me out a ton with getting what I need, and it's always, they could always, they could see me coming in being like, oh, this guy, he never spends money here unless it's like drafting or playing the pre-release. He's just gonna probably unload these cards. But they're always, it's not like they say that. They always work with me, and they, I've heard somebody at my local game store tell me that, oh, you can't use store credit to enter in tournaments, but they've let me do that. I don't know if they're letting me get away with that, or if they or if they generally just do it. So I could be wrong on that, but if they do that, thanks guys, thanks Wit, thanks Manny, but yeah, just this is the most important thing, because this is the base step to getting the cards that you want, is finding a good store and how they do the store credit ratio for buying cards. That's the biggest thing you guys are going to find out first. So let me know what you guys think about this video. Let me know if I missed something, or if I need to work on something in this video, if I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, just like, favorite, and subscribe. You guys have a good day.